Hello, today I'm going to talk about hail damage evaluation of roof shingles. And the motivation for this presentation is that a couple of months ago we had so many hailstorms in DFW area, and a lot of roofing companies started replacing my neighbor's roof shingles. And I was wondering what's their criteria of changing the shingles. So I talked to some of them and they showed me some criteria, but I wasn't satisfied with that. So I started doing some research to see what is the science behind it and if there is any research behind the roof shingles aging and damage. So before that, let me show you some numbers that showing how serious this problem is. For example, between 2000 and 2019, it has been reported that between 8 and $14 billion in year in the US has been spent for hail-related losses. Also, from 2000 to 2013, the insurance companies have paid about $54 billion for the damages related to the hail. So it's a serious problem. It's a big money involved, and this table shows the states ranks by number of hail loss, and Texas is number one. So I guess the insurance companies should pay attention to this presentation, and also the consumers who are basically the homeowners, because if the shingle replacement is not necessary, it's a wasted energy and money. So I did some research and trying to find if anybody has done any study regarding the hail damage evaluation. Unfortunately, I found this paper and it's available to public. It has been done by Haag Engineering Company located in Dallas, Texas, and it has some useful information. So the key question is, what is functional hail damage to asphalt shingles? So functional hail damage to asphalt shingle roof is characterized by puncture, tears, or fracture in the mat. And however, most of the insurance adjuster consider granular loss alone as a function of damage. So to give you some explanation, each shingle has a basing foundation which is called mat, and on top of that, some granular material has been uh, basically acts as a coating for that mat. So just granular loss, which happens because of different reasons, including the hail damage, does not certify a shingle to be replaced. However, right pictures shows different damages that it entitled the shingle to be replaced. Picture A shows a broken edge. Picture B shows a fracture. Picture C shows a puncture, and picture D shows a torn edge. But to study or basically to evaluate this claim that granular loss is not enough for replacement of the shingle, they did a study. So what they did, they built a small test panel and they removed the granulars by basically a sandpaper from different shingles. And picture left shows the amount of the granular loss for each shingle, and shingle C it's a control shingle. Basically, it has all the granular. So what they did, they exposed this test panel to the Dallas weather for 10 years, and they monitored this panel. And after 10 years, they came and they didn't see any significant change in water shedding ability, which is the main function of shingles. So the conclusion was that it has been verified that the granular loss does not certify a shingle to be replaced, and usually most of shingles can last within the manufacturer recommended age, which is between 20 and 30 years. So if you have a uh, if you have a shingle roof which is old but it's working fine, you don't need to change it unless it starts leaking. So also, if you have a hail damage but it's not a torn or fracture, or it's a serious damage, it doesn't need to be replaced. And I know that a lot of homeowners want their roof be replaced, but it's a wasted money. It just increases insurance premiums, and and then it doesn't uh, do anything for the shingles. And I know it sells better, but scientifically and based on engineering principles, the granular loss does not make a shingle replaceable. I hope you like this presentation. Please subscribe to my channel and post your questions below.